were probably shaking down the bus while we were inside.
Oh, they were definitely. I saw lights flashing in the bus while we were sitting in there just waiting.
So that's what they were doing.
Yeah. We have been driving for a while, just leaving Texas after getting our RV title. If you want to watch that video, you can check it out right there. Maybe there, I don't know. But yeah, we got our bus titled as an RV. We got all the components in, and now we're heading up to Canada. Where we'll convert it into our beautiful rolling home.
Yeah, so we left this morning at about 10:30, and we stopped to get some air added to the tires, but all the places couldn't do tires this big, and then we finally found a truck tire place that could do it, so that was lucky. Now we've just been cruising. We're deep in the middle of central Texas, where we're in the rolling hills there, where it's just like a bunch of super short, scrubby, like mesquite trees and little scrubby cedar trees also.
It's actually quite pretty.
It's super pretty. Rolling hills, like whenever we go up onto like the top of a rolling hill, you can see all the way across, and it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. So
We just saw some longhorns.
we did see longhorns, and it's pretty warm today, and we also saw a buffalo. I'll take that one because I accidentally poured some grounds. I accidentally poured some grounds in that one, so it's probably not the best French press for this, but soon we'll have the Chemex and we'll get back on that.
Reunited and it feels so good. Fresh peaches and coffee. This would be a pretty good little morning. We've got a picnic area over there. I think we're gonna work over there for a bit. So we'll like take our coffee, our peaches, go hang out over there at the picnic area and get some work done, and then maybe we'll have breakfast after that. But this is a solid snack to get us started.
Your peaches look really good.
My peaches, my peaches.
Is this your first time cooking?
First time cooking in the bus! Or our RV.
Our Skoolie?
Yeah.
Pre-converted.
Yeah, it's a little awkward still because we don't have a proper setup, but it's really fun and just feels so good to be able to wake up wherever you want to wake up and cook some food.
We got this table originally from the Wreath store, Habitat for Humanity, for 10 bucks, and mounted the sink and everything as you saw in the other video, and now it is going good.
What's happening?
Well, I'm trying to figure out the 12 volt cigarette lighter plug that we installed is not working. So I tested this long cord or extension that we plugged in there, and I tested it to see if there was a short in it. There's not a short. Then I tested the plug itself, and the plug was not producing any voltage. Then I took the little wing nuts off here to test the raw wires coming out from the engine area, or the fuse panel area, which is right behind this wall here from the outside. I'm not sure which set of wires those are to see which fuse is blown. So essentially we blew our fuse, now we don't have power. That was right.
Yep.
We're out of power.
Solar's taking forever to charge.
Solar's taking a long time to charge. And we're out of the backup battery pack for the phones. That's dead. So we need to find a coffee shop or something that has an electric plug that we could sit at and plug in our Goal Zero there to charge it up for the night, and also charge up our batteries. I found the wire. This is, I'm reaching in over the top and I'm tugging on it and I saw it wiggling back there and now I'm like seesawing it. So it's these two wires. Let's see if that goes to a fuse. Let's see if we can find it. All right, so it's these two wires. So that's a crimp. So that's being crimped onto this black one here. Oh, is it gonna be this one? So if that's gonna crimp, that's fine. Now, so that goes to here. So we're gonna check this fuse right in here, and then we're gonna come down through here and see where this one's connected. Okay, so that one's going there. So it's gotta be this fuse that's out. It's gotta be this fuse. Ah, this fuse is blown. Here, give me the tester. So let's test this fuse first. Like I could see that it's blown, but if this, when I touch it to these two things, if it doesn't make a noise, it's blown. It's blown. There's our fuse. So if we can change that fuse out, then we're gonna have that socket working again.
Can you get like a stronger fuse to put in there?
We'll have to ask the people over there at AutoZone or whatever, but it's that one right there.
Oh.
Fuse 15A.
15A, troublemaker.
All right, so I'm gonna keep that sealed, but we know it's that one. It's not going anywhere, but we figured it out.
Bacon, chips, and aguacate, and salsa.
Delicious.
We're on the road. This has been a really pretty drive. Brian's doing a great job over there.
Thank you.
Really good job. I have been editing a video and not feeling car sick. I think that it might be because the road is so smooth and I'm really into the video that I'm editing right now. It's gonna be a good one and I promise it's coming soon. But by the time you watch that video, this video, I don't know. It's confusing. You'll see this video after that video anyways. How you doing over there?
I'm doing great. I'm loving all the big pine trees. They've been getting bigger and bigger as we've been driving. The road's real smooth. The Beatmobile has been driving beautifully. All of our levels and everything, perfect. And just been cruising. Been really enjoying it. It started to cool down already. We're just southwest of Little Rock, Arkansas right now. This is beautiful.
Good morning! I think we are on our third day to the north. What do you think, Brian? Third day?
Probably third.
Third
most
day
likely.
since we left Texas, I think. We're just getting our little nest prepared for the day.
Good breeze.
Really nice breeze. Whew. Yeah, it's warm, like not too warm. It's getting a little cooler as we get closer to the border. Last night, I think I had the best sleep I've had yet in the bus. How about you?
I slept really, really good last night, and I think I can contribute it to we had a shower.
We had a shower before bed. At this rest stop, we had a shower. The lady was hilarious. She offered us team showers, which was kind of funny.
Yeah, so we're teamed.
We're teamed.
So we went ahead and took the team shower.
Team shower. Thanks to that lady for saving us $12.
Yeah.
So yeah, we had a shower before bed. It wasn't damp all night.
No.
That really helped. When it's damp, it's like it gets cold in the morning. So it was really just like nice and comfortable and cozy. We tried out our little heater this morning. That was nice.
That was really, really nice. So we tried the low, medium, and high setting. The high really cranks it out, and the low, I think, made it perfect. So yeah, that was really nice. And as soon as the sun started poking out, I was like, oh my gosh, let's go harvest some solar for our little battery pack. So got it hooked up on the outside, and then got the battery all hooked up, and we are charging.
That's right. So now we're gonna make breakfast and hang out for a bit, do a little work. and then we'll get on the road.
Yeah, you gotta love the sizzle in the morning, that's for sure.
What are you doing?
Oh, you caught me. I'm writing Week in a Nutshell. I missed last week because we were driving, and so now I'm trying to catch up, and basically I'm gonna do 2 weeks in a nutshell this time around for 2 weeks in a row.
That's a lot of nutshell.
That's a lot of nutshell. That's like a big nutshell. I would say that's like a coconut shell worth of information, worth of what we've been up to. But I'll try to condense it down and make it super entertaining. So I don't know. I have the title. Missed a week, but we bought a bus.
Good job.
That should be a good title. So I'm gonna write this. I've got to consult my Moleskine journal to see what we've done in the last 2 weeks, because it's been a freaking blur, but it's been a ton of fun. What about you? What are you doing?
I'm gonna work on some YouTube stuff and then start editing our next video, which I've been really lacking on, but I promise I'm getting better. Just secured our systems.
All systems are go. All our fluid levels are where they need to be.
How often do you check that? Every couple days?
Every few days. We've been traveling a lot, so we've gone 1,902 miles so far since Phoenix, and this is the second time we've checked. So we checked once in San Antonio before we left for the first big stretch, and then we just checked here in Missouri. We'll check one more time in Illinois tonight. Well, actually, probably not tonight, probably tomorrow, and then head into Canada.
Woo! So while we were getting ready for breakfast and eating and then packing up and doing dishes and like all of our inspections and checks before we left, sorry. Oops.
That's fine.
I had it way zoomed, I guess. While we were doing all that, we were collecting solar, and we got our solar bank up to 70%, which is super exciting because we were having a bit of an energy shortage. We totally zapped our battery with our computers, so it's super cool to just like collect it again so that we can plug in our computers when we need to.
Yeah, we can't wait to get some panels up on the ceiling. So if you work with solar and want to sponsor a system, we're totally open for doing a sponsorship of some kind.
That's right. And as for the checklist of stuff that we do, stay tuned. We have a new eCourse coming out called Get Your Skoolie On, where we'll have like PDFs and all kinds of stuff that we do before we get rolling.
Mississippi River.
Oh, we're gonna see the Mississippi River! Woo! Holy! We just got hang time.
Wow, that is massive. That river's so wide. I can see why they say Mississippi Mud for the ice cream. Woo.
Is Mississippi Mud really ice cream?
I don't know. Welcome to Illinois. Make some noise for Illinois.
It's a little bumpy.
All right, so we're cruising down the road and we hear this piece of metal go flying, and
Like a crash sound or something.
yeah, like a crash sound. So we're gonna go check the tires because I saw a piece of metal flying off from the side, just to make sure nothing's wrong.
Let's investigate. How's everybody looking?
Tire looks fine.
Everything's strong in this one.
Everything looks fine. So I think it was probably just something in the road. Yeah, that one looks fine too.
Everything is good, checked out, no damage done. Good morning! We just had another sleep, In the bus, it was damp. Not crazy cold, but damp. Brian realized something this morning. We have holes every foot. There's holes in the floor because the seats came out. So that could be contributing to the dampness. Right now we're making breakfast. Today we're crossing the Canadian border. It's gonna go great. I know it.
Because you've done it before, right?
Yeah, I've done it before. If you watched my Canadian border crossing video, for some reason people watch it. A lot of people.
Here, Michigan.
You know, you're getting close to Canada when you start to see Canadian trucks like Labatt Blue. I don't know why people like that stuff, but they do. Brian's never tried it.
Coming from a true Canadian.
Let us know in the comments if you think Brian would like Labatt Blue. I'm not really a beer drinker, so it's not because I don't like Labatt's. I just don't really drink beer.
I'm not a crappy beer drinker.
Didn't like crappy beer.
Don't like crappy beer. I like more hoppy stuff. Hoppy.
That's not hoppy.
Hoppy makes me happy.
It's golden hour and the trees are starting to look so pretty. They're starting to change up here. They're enormous. Aren't they gorgeous?
They're absolutely gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
Except for this road. This road is not gorgeous.
Good job, Michigan. Clean up your roads, guys.
Bumpy roads. Ah.
Bumpy. Let's take a shot at these beautiful trees.
114 miles to Canada. Almost there.
In moments, we'll be crossing the border into Canada.
I think we'll probably do cars, autos. What do you think?
Yeah, it's a personal vehicle. Welcome to Canada!
Welcome to Canada. Nice.
Look at that. Say welcome to Canada. That's sweet. Okay, I'm gonna turn the camera off so we don't get in trouble. Let's see if we get across. Fingers crossed.
So they were probably shaking down the bus while we were inside.
Oh, they were definitely. I saw lights flashing in the bus while we were sitting in there just waiting.
So that's what they were doing.
Yeah.
All right, so we just got through.
Sorry you can't see us. We want to get this like raw emotion though, because that was like pretty special going across the border.
Holy fuck. All right, so we just crossed over the Blue Water Bridge, and originally it was us just paying $8.50 Canadian at the bridge, and then we go over and there's this whole line of trucks, and it said trucks in this line and then cars and autos in this left side. Well, there was nobody on the left side, and so I was like, this is kind of a personal vehicle. We're not really a commercial truck, so we don't really qualify. So I went in the car and auto one, and the guy was like doing an intense shakedown of just bombarding us with questions. You know, what are we doing here? How long are we going to be here? Do we have insurance? Like the whole nine. Then afterwards, he's just writing frivolous, just like feverishly, just super fast, and then hands us a yellow slip and says, "Okay, you need to talk to immigration." So I was all like, "Okay." So we go over and pull over and go inside this building, and this guy in there who was just like stone cold, you know, no smiles at all. We walk up to him, and he's just like, "Why are you here?" And he handed him a yellow slip. We're like, "We were told to come visit you." And so
he told me to sit down after a while and then just question Brian on his own.
Yeah. And so he was asking, questions he was asking was, how long are you going to be here in Canada for? What is your purpose here? Do you have a residence? Do you have health insurance?
How much money do you have?
How much money do you have? And so I just answered all those questions, and he was just like, and smiling and everything. And then, what do we do for a business also, or for a living? And told him about the Adventure Partners. And so after that, he said, okay, both of you go sit down. And so I went, sat down also next to Erin. And then maybe about 5 minutes later, he was like, all right, you two come up here. So we went up there. He's like, you two have a great day. You're done. And so now we're through. But just like the demeanor of the guy, like shook me up. I was like, holy crap! I feel like I'm being interrogated.
We made it to the country in Ontario.
Yeah, so we arrived late last night, as you saw, and we woke up early this morning to arrive at the barn in the cornfield area where we're going to be doing this conversion. And I am pretty freaking excited about it because the border, although it was really intense, it really did go smooth. Yeah. So if I have one tip for anybody needing to buy a bus in the US and drive it into Canada, just be completely 100% honest about everything that you have to say. That way you don't have to fabricate a story, because those guys can see stuff from your passport and your driver's license that you probably never even think that they could see.
Yeah, they're gonna shake you down a little bit. I mean, to them, they're like, why are you buying a bus? And why are you bringing it across the border?
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't really make sense to them. So just be honest, be really nice. They'll probably be really serious with you, but we made it. The thing is, like, every level in your life will have another devil. There's always going to be something that challenges you.
Yeah.
And though that might seem like a big scary thing, it's not as scary as we make it out to be. You know, when we have good intentions, things generally work out for us. So always keep that in mind, that you can do anything that you set your heart out to. Mm-hmm. Sometimes challenges will come up, but they always make you better. They always make you stronger. So we're here.
Yeah.
We're super excited. We're going to start ripping this thing apart today. So if you haven't yet, go ahead, click subscribe, hit that bell so you can follow along with our conversion, and check out the description for Get Your Skoolie On, our new e-course that we'll be putting out as we build the bus.
Until next time, friends.
Adventure on.
Making breakfast here in the parking lot, and it's hilarious because all these truckers, like long haul truckers, are walking by and smiling and waving their hands.
We woke up the whole neighborhood.
Yeah, with the smell of bacon and eggs.
Yep.